Welcome to the City of San Clemente's video series. This video will discuss front yard landscaping requirements for single-family homes and ways to conserve water with drought-tolerant landscapes. As you may know, the state of California has a very complex water supply system that all California residents and businesses depend on. Due to geography, the state has a limited supply of water and is prone to droughts. In an effort to reduce water consumption in landscaping, the state required all cities to adopt the Model Water Efficient Landscape Ordinance. Explained in the What is the Model Water Efficient Landscape Ordinance video series, the water numbers only apply to new landscape projects over 500 square feet or remodeled landscapes over 2,500 square feet. We recognize that most residential landscaping projects will not meet these thresholds, but with the state soon requiring each retail water agency to meet outdoor water targets that are based on the principles of this ordinance, we want to encourage you to do your part to save water in the ways you design and maintain your landscape. Let's first explore a few guiding principles on good landscape design and maintenance. One key consideration to keep in mind is that live plant materials have different watering needs. Plants are classified into groups by their Evapotranspiration Adjustment Factor, or ETAF. Make sure you plant materials of similar ETAFs together in groupings referred to as Hydrozones, so that your irrigation system will not be overwatering some species while underwatering others in the same planter bed. Next, let's talk about plant recommendations. Drought-tolerant plants utilize a limited amount of water once they have established, as opposed to high water-consuming materials like traditional grass lawns. The goal in picking a palette is to select plants that achieve your aesthetic goals, while taking into account the water consumption. Plants are grouped into a few general categories. First are ground covers, which do just as the name says, they spread horizontally to cover the ground. Typical recommended drought-tolerant plant ground covers include silver carpet, blue chalk sticks, and the California native dwarf coyote brush. Next are shrubs. These plants provide a small or medium-sized vertical element to a landscape. Typical recommended drought-tolerant shrubs include bush poppies, kangaroo paws, lilacs, and sages, many of them native. The last big categories are trees. These provide a taller vertical element and can provide shade on parts of your property or house, having the dual benefit of reducing your cooling costs. Typical recommended drought-tolerant trees include olive trees, Arizona cypress, desert willows, and western redbud. For a more extensive list of recommended drought-tolerant plants, please contact the city's water conservation program for currently available resources. Another consideration to conserve water is to modify your watering frequency and schedule. Established landscapes may not require as much water as you may think. Visit the watering calculator on the Be Waterwise website to get more detailed recommendations. You may also consider looking at how your landscape is being watered. Designing an irrigation system that delivers the right amount of water only where it's needed will help to reduce water consumption. Investigate drip irrigation, targeted spray nozzles, and more, and ask the city about local and regional rebate programs for customers who are interested in making these improvements. As you start to think about how to redesign your yard, you should make sure your design will be approved by your homeowners association, if applicable. We understand that redesigning your yard or irrigation can be a complex project. Please call or visit the city's website for additional information on our water conservation programs.